Fallout 4 has been rated M for mature by the ESRB. Viewer discretion is advised.
But what gives, Robot Man? Why do you even care? Some girl gets whacked 200 years ago, and you come into my home acting like a hard guy? Christ, look at you. You're not even alive.
Then I guess I'm in good company.
That is a great line. Oh, I was kind of hoping the fight would last longer than that.
This is it. In this spot, 200 years ago, one of Eddie's boys put a bullet in Jenny Land's back.
Really? Right here?
Now Eddie's as dead as Jenny. And Nick. I'm at a loss.
You didn't get the fulfillment out of this that you thought you would, did you, buddy?
All I know is that without you, Eddie'd still be at large.
I am the Silver Shroud. It's what I do.
Taking down Winter was a big deal. Are you doing all right?
I don't know. It's a lot to take in. Winter was it. The only reminder left of the original Nick Valentine.
And
The
you.
last proof, outside of some long-lost Institute archive, I was ever just a mechanical copy of some cop from a bygone era. I'm not sure how to feel.
Don't you see, Nick? You're finally free. There is no other Nick anymore. Just you.
I wish it was that easy. But it's not. Because I was Nick Valentine. I had his memories, his fears, all that poor bastard's hope. And I remember getting the call to head to some lab in Cambridge to get that neurotrans whatever. And the next thing I know, I'm in a trash heap. My family, my home, my entire life, gone. Then I discover all those things that they weren't even mine. Everything I ever was belonged to Nick. I'd hoped with Winter gone, the last hint of that old world snuffed out, I could finally be free. But being out here with you, what I finally realized after all this time was that taking down Winter, it wasn't about Nick or Jenny or even you or me. It was about justice. About doing what's right.
Yep.
And that act of goodness, that's ours. All the good we've done, that's ours. And ours alone.
Yes, it is.
And even if that's the only thing in this world that I can ever claim as mine, not Nick's, not the Institute's, but mine, then I can die happy.
Good.
And none of it would have ever happened if it weren't for you. I'm not sure I'll ever be able to thank you for that.
You don't have to, Nick. We're friends. This is what friends do.
You can't stop being noble now, can you? Well, come on then. We're not helping anyone standing around here.
I have spent much effort gathering information in our travels so far, and my self-diagnostics have come to a green conclusion. It is not lack of data or lack of collaboration which stifles my scientific progress.
Okay.
The inescapable truth is there has never been a great robot scientist.
Robots can do amazing things, but surely they've contributed to science.
When directed by a human, they have. But on our own, we tread predictable paths. The greatest scientific minds of history, the Einsteins and the Curies, my namesake, have had something beyond raw data analysis capabilities. They have had a spark.
Okay.
This elusive inspiration is something I must possess.
You do realize the fact that you notice that you lack that, or used to lack that, proves that you have it now, right?
So, how are you going to do that?
If I am to advance my understanding of medicine in this strange world, I must embark on a great adventure. I must become human, or as close as I can.
Okay.
I must find a way to download all that I am into a human brain.
You know, I might know somebody who can help with that.
I know someone that might be able to help. Dr. Amari.
Please, then we must go to her and talk. Perhaps this is an impossibility, but it must be pursued.
You're the one that wants to use G519's body? I just don't have the caps to keep her alive anymore. Life support ain't easy or cheap, you know? I was gonna pull the plug on her. What you're proposing sounds a little better.
Okay.
Better than letting her rot.
Yeah.
What do you think she would want?
Damned if I know. It's not like I even knew her before. Since G5 has no one else, for what it's worth, you have my consent.
Thank you. I know this must be difficult.
Yeah, I'll leave you to it.
Curie, let's begin. Curie, terminate all non-essential operations.
Okay.
Affirmative.
All right. Connection complete. I have access to your friend's memories. G5's already been prepped, so this shouldn't take long. Yes. There.
My chest. What is happening?
Just breathe. It's an autonomic function. Just let your body do what it must.
I feel so strange.
That was a long quest. Granted, we got sidetracked a little bit. A couple of times. Mostly helping out Curie. But it was a long quest, nonetheless. And with the Institute gone, and their remnants seemingly, pretty scattered, if they exist at all, there really isn't a whole lot for us to do. Yeah, occasionally we'll run into a pack of super mutants who are doing some really horrible stuff. Some raiders who are terrorizing people. Our settlements will get attacked. For the most part...
You shoot people, lady? My dad says outside to shoot people.
Yeah, I do, kid. It's actually just what I was thinking about. The fact of the matter is, we don't really have any enemies left to fight. Like, not specifically, anyway. I spend most of my time anymore improving settlements. Going around, looting places I've already been for supplies. Kinda wish something exciting would happen. That's why I hang around with Nick. He's guaranteed to have a few interesting cases on his desk. Hence why I'm back here. I remember him saying that we should head back here not long ago. I'm hoping that means he has an interesting case for us to pursue.
We got a new case while you and Nick were out. Ready to put on the detective hat?
Who's our client?
A fisherman, whose family lives on the edge of the Commonwealth. Kenji Nakano.
Nakano? Huh. That name takes me back. My memory's a little fuzzy on the details, though.
Maybe if you bothered writing things down, Nick.
Can't do that. Wouldn't want to put you on the job.
The two of them are so
I'll
cute.
remember that the next time you need me to console a hysterical client. Mr. Nakano didn't leave many details. Said he'd go over everything when you meet him. But if you want my guess, missing person case. Guy had a worried look a mile long.
Wow.
I'll go check it out. Thanks, Ellie.
The Nakano residence is up in the northeast, near the coast. A small fishing house. He said that he and his wife will be waiting for you.
It's a long walk. That's how the hard cases always start.
Well, it looks like I was right. Come on, guys. It's time to take a walk. This is what I was talking about, though. What Melanie's thinking. She can do the whole Silver Shroud thing. She can go around saving random people, taking out gangs before they have a chance to hurt anybody. But working with Nick, it gives her purpose. something to actually aim for, something to actually react to. I mean, otherwise, all of her enemies are beaten. Her story's over. It's Nick who's keeping the whole thing going. Nick and his little detective agency.
What the?
And guys like whoever that is, of course.
Where'd you go?
Lou, we're not alone here.
Yeah, I noticed. Boom. Save that critical. That's interesting. So, where exactly are we going now? Our quest marker kind of disappeared. No, it's even further north. It's off of the map. Yeah, it's, that one there. Interesting. I did not expect that. This is interesting. I wonder if all of this area out here already existed before the Far Harbor DLC came out. Or if this is all new. Because this is the kind of thing I love to see in a Bethesda game. An abandoned coastline with ruins, half-buried vehicles and debris, all kinds of atmosphere, but not a whole lot actually going on. It's really beautiful. Though, to be fair, it's more the kind of thing I expect to see in an Elder Scrolls game than a Fallout one. That was a ghoul that came out of the water? Interesting. I'm betting these guys were added by Far Harbor to give you a taste of what to expect once the DLC gets started. Because this seems like the kind of thing that would happen in Far Harbor and not actually in the main game, if that makes any sense. Though I do see something kind of funny out there. A glowing one that seems to be trapped on a little island. Because he, I guess because he isn't one of the ones that came out of the water, he apparently can't swim, so I'm going to put him out of his misery. Boom. 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 Alright. Somebody finish him off. Oh, nope, he's coming into the water. Alright. Curie does not seem to be enjoying this whole traveling around thing now that she's got an irreparably damageable humanoid body. This is cool. Ground's a little low res, but it's cool. Maybe it's not low res, maybe it's just like proper sand. I think it is. I think it's just like proper sand, and I don't think we've really seen proper sand in the game before. Either way, this looks like the place. Wow. It's literally just a little shack. Interesting. Of course you did, buddy. And it's back in the other direction. Okay. Is it this? It's probably this safe. Really? Okay. This is unusual.
Got it.
Excellent. Take everything except the pistol. I don't need a pistol.
Oh, wait. You did this?
Jeez, everybody I've got with me loves when I pick locks, huh? There's more stuff further up, too. Oh, that's, I guess, where the shack actually is. Okay. So, they actually built a neat little environment around it then. Was this here or not? I really want to know now. If somebody knows if this was here before the DLC came out or not, please let me know. Used oil cans are useful. Okay. Yeah, okay, so this is the rocky shore texture that we've seen before, and this is like actual legit sand. Okay. It's pretty cool. Now, okay, this is more like it. This is more of a house. I like this. Even got the lantern outside. That's neat.
Damn it! Come in! I know you're listening on the other end. Where is she? Where is my daughter?
Kenji, please. You've been at this for hours. Stop. You need sleep.
She's out there, Ray. Someone has her. They could be raiders, or gunners, or God knows what else.
Regardless of who it is.
I hope you don't mind. We let ourselves in.
Nick, thank God. You need to get to work right away. She could be hurt. She could be...
Whoa, whoa, slow down. Kenji, was it? Why did you go over the details with me and my partner here? Let's hear what Kenji has to say.
Good. The more eyes,
the guy
the
looks
better.
like he's been through the ringer.
Yeah, why not?
So, what's the story with you and Nick?
Nick didn't tell you? Ran with him on one of his cases a few years back, searching for some sort of lost heirloom. He needed a boat. Things didn't end well. We were double-crossed by the client once we had what he was looking for. I still have some lead lodged into my hip.
Oh, that sucks, buddy.
Right. Yeah, it's starting to come back to me. Sorry, things
This is
ended
interesting.
sour.
We got out. That's all that
That
mattered.
Nick doesn't remember.
And now you can return the favor by finding my daughter.
Okay.
We're here to help. Tell us what happened.
It's all thanks to this damn radio.
Our daughter Kasumi likes to fix things. The radio was her latest project.
Until she made contact with some kidnapper who lured her away from us.
Or maybe she left on her own. She's not a child anymore.
Just
Our
because she
daughter is
left
19.
on her own
She knows how to survive. and
doesn't mean
she's
she wasn't
capable.
coerced by somebody.
I think maybe she left because she wanted her own life.
That's possible.
She would have told us where she was going. She would have said something. I know my daughter is in danger. I can feel it. Find her, please.
To be fair, buddy, in this world, she's probably always in danger.
Do you have any idea where she could have gone?
We know she took one of the boats, but that's all. She could be anywhere.
We'll find her. Don't you worry.
Thank you. Her room is upstairs if that helps. And if you had any more questions about her, just ask.
Don't worry, Kenji. We'll get to the bottom of this. Just sit tight.
Interesting. So I can ask them more questions. Before I interrogate the parents, I guess Nick's gonna check around outside. I'll check her room. I'm not really sure which one's hers, though. Probably this one. It's got like a cat on the wall and stuff. Can I take that? I'm not gonna take it from him. Yeah, it's got like tech and stuff in it. And the cat picture. Is there anything in any of these? It offers a clue. I wonder what I could be looking for here. Actually, did I see 44 rounds somewhere? Or did I see 44 rounds? I'm gonna take the 44 rounds. I don't know, guys. I've never investigated anything in this game before, so I don't know how they usually convey clues to us. I'm obviously kidding. There's a holotape right here. I'm gonna play it.
Project log? Radio. Correction. Working radio. I'll finally get some news outside this house. My handle is going to be... let's go with... Ohm's Law.
You know, I already like this girl.
That should confuse the creeps. And if someone actually gets the reference, then we'll at least have circuitry in common.
Okay. Interesting. He didn't say anything else. There's another one, though. Dreams. I thought I saw something I could... Oh, it was the bed that showed up red. Okay. That makes sense.
Project log, dreams. Recording what I can remember when I wake up. I keep having the same one. I'm in a white room. People are talking about me like I'm not there, or maybe they just don't care.
Interesting.
And then there's this, I don't know, jolt, like a spark of electricity to the back of my head, and then everyone turns to look at me. God, I hope I don't have it again tonight.
That's weird. Okay, here's another one. Lamp.
Project log, lamp. Yep, it's a lamp. Filament plus power equals light. I
She's
swear,
smart.
Sometimes I think my parents break these things just to keep me busy.
They might. Okay, so I'm getting the sense that these are more about getting to know her as a person than they are actually telling us where we're supposed to go, which is actually really clever on the part of... I'm going to sneak around in here a little bit too. Move, doggy. Piper. She's just sitting there like, yeah, I'm just going to let you do all the investigating. I'm going to sit here in my sexy dress. I love Piper, she's awesome. Which is really clever, because it'll help us deduce things about the character later on. Assuming that the mystery itself is actually interesting, because, I mean, no offense to Bethesda or whatever, or, like, they don't use somebody else to write the stories, do they? It's all Bethesda, right? No offense to Bethesda, but their writing isn't always stellar. Alright, let's... Unfortunately, I don't see any way to further the investigation at this point. Oh, wait, hold on. One more.
Project log, Radiation King Television. Mom says these things actually used to broadcast pictures and sounds back before the war. She also mentioned that some of the ruins of the television studios are still around if you head to the city. Of course, she wasn't too happy when I asked if we could make a trip out there.
Okay.
I'm getting off track. I managed to repair the vacuum tubes and got the power working again, but, well, it's not like there's any working signal for this thing to receive. I'm just going to start stripping this thing for parts moving forward.
Okay. So she definitely did want to leave. Here's another one. I'm starting to wonder... Now, this is probably the first one we were supposed to find. I'm starting to wonder now... She definitely left of her own accord. I've determined that enough. Like, that makes sense. That's easy enough to determine on its own. The question is, was she coerced into leaving by somebody? Or did she actually decide to leave and go somewhere? So that's going to affect how this whole thing turns out in the end.
Hello? Testing? Project log. Holotape player. Managed to strip out the parts from this thing and make something that's easier to move around. Granddad always said you need to make a record when you start something. You know, in case you have to go back to it. So, I guess I'm going to start doing that. Maybe I should start with an inventory of all the parts I found?
Kasumi! Your father needs help with the boat.
I'll be right there. Oh, damn. Was I recording that?
Yeah, I definitely like this girl. She's already an interesting character. That's good writing.
Project log. Kitchen mixer.
Okay.
The circuits are still good, but all the mechanical parts are rusted through. Maybe I can...
All right, everyone. I'll be back in a few days. Was there anything else we needed from the city?
Wait, you're going now? No! Wait, Dad, I could come with you.
It is better if I go alone, Kasumi. Do not worry. I have your list.
You don't know what half that list is, Dad. I can help you. Really, I'll be...
I said no.
What the heck is that?
I'm sorry. You're safe here, okay?
That is a freaky looking thing, whatever it is.
Okay.
I know you're disappointed, but I won't be long. I love you.
I love you too, Dad.
Is that another one of those creepy things? Yeah, no idea what that is. It looks kind of like one of the Mirror hatchlings, but I don't think it is. Alright, I don't expect to find any out here. Unless maybe there's one on one of the boats. Guess I could go see. Oh, the kitty. Hi, kitty. Alright. Oh, another kitty.
Determine whether the surface is more or less susceptible to outbreaks, but a preparation plan is never a bad idea.
I don't see one. Alright, well, let's go back in and talk to the parents then.
Anything I can do? You just say the word.
Yep. I will. Mostly I'll probably just make you carry things. Alright.
Mr. Nakano.
Did you have questions? About my daughter?
Yeah.
Anything more you could tell me about Kasumi? The smallest detail could be important.
I don't know what more to say. She's my little girl, and she doesn't know how dangerous this world is. I never should have let her grandfather teach her how to fix these machines.
Her grandfather? He taught her how to fix the radio?
Ever since she was old enough to walk, yes. Her grandfather had an ear for machines. Kasumi picked up the knack. He passed away recently. He used to scavenge the ruins in the south for parts. I kept telling him he was getting too old.
It's probably part of the reason why she wanted to leave. Having her grandfather around, somebody who understood her, gave her a reason to stay.
Why did your daughter really leave? Your wife said she left on her own, but you said it was kidnappers?
I know it was kidnappers. Kasumi is a smart girl, but she doesn't know how horrible people can be. Not like me and Ray. Why would she just leave her family with no explanation? Someone tricked her. Got her to leave the safety of home. Every minute we aren't looking for my daughter, her life is in jeopardy.
Alright.
Tell me more about this radio she was fixing.
I've tried to get that damn thing to work over and over again, but there's nothing. I thought she just wanted to strip it for parts or build a toaster out of it, or something, like she usually does. Someone made contact with her, and then they took her. God, what kind of twisted psychopath has my daughter?
Okay.
No more questions right now.
Work quickly, Detective.
I like that. That's cool. Alright.
Mrs. Nakano.
I suppose you have questions about my daughter.
Yeah.
I'd like to know more about Kasumi. Might shine a light on where she's gone.
My daughter is strong, focused, careful. That's how I know she's still alive. But why would she leave without telling us? Maybe we... No, never mind. I don't want to waste your time.
You know, I kind of wish they'd gone to separate rooms before we did this whole questioning thing. It would have made it a little more realistic.
Every detail is important, Mrs. Nakano. Don't hold back.
It's just that we've been fighting a lot more.
Yep.
All of us.
Yep.
Ever since Kasumi's grandfather passed away.
That's what I thought.
He was the only one that could really talk to her. Kenji and I don't understand machines, but those two could work together for hours. She started staying in her grandfather's boathouse late into the night. I thought she was just trying to cope with the loss, but now I wonder what she was up to.
Okay. Investigate Nakano residence. Investigate the boathouse.
You and your husband don't seem to agree about why your daughter left.
We both want to find her. The world out there isn't a place where you want to be alone.
It's true.
Kenji still sees her swaddled in diapers. He doesn't see a young woman with her own decisions to make. Maybe because it's more frightening. She wasn't tricked into leaving without telling us. That was her choice. She didn't want us to follow. Why?
Every detail is important, Mrs. Nakano. Don't hold back.
It's just that we've been fighting a lot more.
Yeah, you said this already.
Ever since Kasumi's grandfather passed away, he was the only one that could really talk to her. Kenji and I don't understand machines, but those two could work.
A little bit
together
of
for
repetitious
hours.
dialogue here
She
could have been
started
hammered
staying
out a
in
little
her
bit better.
grandfather's boathouse late into the night. I thought.
Okay, well. Let's see what the mom has to say about her radio, and then we'll go check out this boathouse.
Tell me about this radio your daughter was working on.
I remember Kasumi was very excited about it. I figured she was secretly trying to make contact with Diamond City or another settlement.
And probably.
We're pretty isolated out here. She only has us for company, and Kenji can be overprotective.
Okay.
Nothing else right now.
So pretty much everything I've suspected up to this point has turned out to be true. Let's go check out this boathouse. Come on, Nick. If you'll move. Move. Is that the boathouse over there? Looks like it. Interesting. It's like a... It's kind of like they converted the boathouse into a little workshop. I like. Give me the Wonder Glue. What's under there? I'll take stuff from out here because, I mean, quite frankly, they're never going to come out here. I mean, we know that. I was expecting another holotape somewhere. Picture of the ocean. You guys, seriously, they do this. Every time I pick anything up, they go on and on about how it's useless. Yep, grandfather's note. Take the fuse first and open the safe just out of curiosity. Ah. There we go.
Yes.
Oh, that's interesting. I honestly didn't expect that. Okay. Kasumi's final holotape, of course. Alright, if you ever get locked out of the safe, then the answer is here in the boathouse. Picture where the key is. Okay, so we could have opened that with a key too, which I guess is probably just for people who that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, that's not what I wanted to do. Yeah, okay. Thank you.
Good
That was
work.
weird. My button presses were
Now,
acting up.
let's see what's in that safe.
Yeah, that's probably just for people who aren't far enough into the game to have high enough lockpick yet. Which would have been me, you know, not long ago.
Project log? Myself. I never really thought about who or what I am, but...
What she is.
God.
Interesting.
Where do I start? The radio. I was right about the range. I managed to get a signal, a strong signal, from
Up north. Not even in the
There's a group
Commonwealth.
of people up there. They say they're all synthetic people.
Interesting.
Made by the Institute. They are trying to build a place for their kind, where they can be themselves and
Oh, wow.
accepted for what they are alongside human beings. It sounds wonderful, but then they started asking about me, and some questions came up. Questions I don't have answers to. I mean, I've always felt off, like I'm not really supposed to be here, but then there are things in my childhood I can't remember, and I've been having strange dreams. I'm going to go to meet these synths. I have to know the truth about myself.
She thinks
They
she's a
told me to
synth.
sail up north to a town called Far Harbor. I can make my way to them from there.
So, the daughter takes off by boat. But more importantly, there's a colony of synths up near this Far Harbor. We need a way to get there. Let's go talk to Kenji. He knows the waters better than anyone.
Okay. That's really interesting. I didn't realize that this was going to tie into main quest elements. I mean, there was that synth in the trailer, but I kind of just assumed he'd be a completely standalone character. I don't really know why I assumed that now that I think about it, though, because it makes a lot more sense that their big new map DLC would tie into the main quest. Which one of you guys knocked the lamp down? Sorry about that. My followers are all morons.
Have you finished your investigation? Did you find anything?
Let's be blunt. If this guy knows anything, that might be a way to trip him up.
I need to ask you an important question. Are you sure your daughter's human?
What kind of question is that? Why are you asking?
Your daughter made contact with a group of synths. She thinks she's one of them.
What? That's crazy.
She's not a synth. She's our daughter. We raised her. I gave birth to her. She's flesh and blood, not a synthetic.
Are you sure she's human, Mrs. Nakano?
Yes, I know my daughter, and she hasn't changed. She's not some replacement.
And people
This is
have...
what I was afraid of. Someone twisting my
People
daughter's
have been
mind.
able to recognize
Did you
replacement
find where
synths
Kasumi
before.
went, Detective?
I think Kasumi took off somewhere up north. Do you know what's up there?
Where specifically? I've been up the coast, almost to where the waters start to freeze, but that's a lot of miles.
I think I know where Kasumi went. A place called Far Harbor?
She went that far up north? God, that explains why she took the boat. You have to go after her. Please, take my other ship on the dock outside. My father's design. It has a guidance system, and it is built for distance.
What can I expect out there, Kenji?
I only made the trip to Far Harbor once, when I was a boy. All I remember is that my father did not want to stay long. Something about the air being bad.
Eerie. I like it.
I'll get to the bottom of this, Kenji.
Thank you. I know you haven't asked for a payment, and we can't offer much. But here, please take it. I insist. For expenses, if nothing else.
I know it'll be hard waiting for word, but try to carry on like normal. We'll be back as soon as we can.
Fine, Kasumi. Please.
The railroad would want to know about this. Yeah, and the prompt came up telling me that about when I figured it out, too, so... This is too pressing a matter, though, to go all the way back and tell them first. I've got to get going. Alright. Oh, he stretches. That's so freaking cute. Alright, well, we're going on this boat.
Humanity is so resilient to cling to life despite all of this. It is the duty of us all to further that survival.
Yeah. We're going on this boat. It's not a very big boat, and I've got 3 people and a dog with me. I think I'm going to send some of them home. And Curie, unfortunately, that means you.
I have made a steam pack for you.
Oh, that's neat. Thank you. I actually had a really good talk with her between episodes, where she decided that we're friends now, which was adorable, and I wish I'd recorded it.
I think it's about time we called it quits.
All good things must end, I suppose.
Yeah, sorry. I'll send her to Sanctuary. I've got a good doctor there. She can work with him, do stuff, you know, in her field. And it's where I'm sending dog meat.
Hey.
I just don't want to, you know, risk him getting hurt in this new land against enemies that he hasn't fought before. Dude, stop. Stop moving. Stop.
How you doing, buddy? Might be best if we split up for a while, boy.
Send him to Sanctuary as well, so he can keep Curie safe on the way back. And the 3 of us... Why is she going that way? Curie, sweetie. Whatever, she'll figure it out. She's smart. Ish. Yep. Come on. Travel to Far Harbor. That's interesting. It doesn't just automatically take you there. So I wonder if there's going to be other places this boat can travel to later on. Either in this DLC or with other DLC. Or if they just put this menu here to make it easier to program for some reason, or to help modders or something, or I don't know. Is it actually going to move? I figured it would just be like a zone. Oh, this is cool. I can't really jump right now, though. And my people aren't with me. They probably don't let you jump because they don't want you to jump out of the boat.